If you missed it, there's been a little feud happening between Peter Rosenberg and podcaster Joe Budden. Budden didn't like the way Pete reported on XXXTENTACION's death soon after his passing, and voiced his displeasure on his podcast. Budden said he didn't like that Peter instantly talked about XS, troubling, past in the wake of his passing and felt it was in bad taste during a time of mourning. Pete stated he received death threats due to Joe Budden's comments.
But I think to have a close relationship with Joe on some level, and listen, Joe's not my best friend, but we've had a lot of ups and downs over the years. To have any sort of long-term relationship with Joe is going to have complicated moments. I almost felt like how everything played out with Marissa, with me to some degree, but more so with Marissa. Mm. That then I watched it play out with you guys. I almost had that feeling of like, you got cheated on by someone and now the new person's with them and you're like, all right, let's see how this plays out, bud. Let's hope you don't end up feeling the way me and Marissa feel.
Yeah, right.
There was a certain element of that, but it's weird because
I hope that hoe cheats on you too.
Exactly. But it does make me feel I do feel a weird, like I care for Joe. I wish him the best. He fucked me a couple times. He really fucked me good on the fucking XXXTENTACION passing when he said shit that I said and literally something that no one heard and said it in a way out of context that made me sound fucking like an insensitive monster. Mm-hmm. That shit, bro, I was getting straight up death threats. I'm like, bro, you took words that I said, totally changed them like you didn't know me. Like you think I'm a really bad person. Like, why would you have done that? See, but the thing is, Joe, it's always in his eyes, it's kind of always in the spirit of performance. And I don't think that's a legitimate excuse, but at the same time, I've made peace with it. And I don't let it affect, at this point, the way I view him overall. You know, I also do wish him the best. But obviously your situation, I'm glad that you say that, but your situation's a lot more loaded. And that being said, it also worked out fantastic.
Pete clearly took offense with the way Joe Budden handled the situation. He also accused Joe of treating his friendships like they are pieces of content, which might be a sentiment Rory and Mal might hold due to their abrupt departure from the podcast. As fans, we all hope they eventually are able to resolve the situation as soon as possible. What are your thoughts on Pete's comments? Drop your comments below.